How you doing?
Eric Holm, president of Mud Toy 4x4 Club, Fort Hadlock. I've lived above Oak Bay since the 70s, and I've played there since the early 70s. And I see there's a plan to close Lower Oak Bay Park and Second Beach Park on Indian Island. And it's one of the last boat ramps accessing the saltwater in our area, and all the senior citizens in my neighborhood and everything, they all use that boat ramp to go out and check their crab pots and enjoy their way of life, and that's why they retired where they did, so they could enjoy that way of life. And generations of families have enjoyed these parks and plan on continuing to do so. One of the last boat ramps accessing the salt water for them to be able to use without getting buried in 3 feet of sand in Lower Hadlock. And Matt's boat ramp is, certainly a high tide launch at best anyway, and a lot of these people, they barely drive anymore, let alone get down to the boat ramp. And I just ask that you guys further review this before making any hasty decisions, because once it gets closed, you'll never get it reopened. It's definitely in need of further review before making a drastic decision like this. It's got some good years left in it, Nobody's added rock to that bulkhead that protects that park since the 50s. And the only reason a lot of that's getting undermined is because nobody's adding any rock. I asked Matt Tyler to bring in some loads of rock and add them there, and he says, I'm not going to put my job on the line. I'm not going to put my neck out there in a ringer and dump any rock. And I'm like, well, you guys chip seal down there and you lay tar down there. That seems like more of an environmental impact than adding some rock to an existing bulkhead. And, just all I'm getting is a bunch of hogwash. And I think that we need to protect this. Our mission statement as a club is to promote family recreation in East Jefferson County, and this really goes against the grain of what we stand for. To see our parks getting closed, it seems like the Parks Department is doing the opposite of what we're trying to do, and we need to promote family recreation in Jefferson County. We need more of it. We're getting more citizens now than we've ever had. But we have growth, and with growth, you need to accommodate your parks accordingly. And it's not happening. It's going backwards. They can spend $12,500 on a slide for the Upper Oak Bay Park, and they can't buy a few loads of rocks for the Lower Oak Bay Park. I see, somebody's got their priorities a little mixed up. But anyway, I ask you guys to put a hold on this if you can. There's a couple good years left in this while we can review it further. Let's not make a hasty decision, because like I do, if they close that park, we'll never get it reopened. So let's hit the skids a little maybe and try and work something out, come up with a compromise for everybody that'll work for everybody involved. Thank you.